I gave you one simple task.
Let's not do anything crazy. I just need a little bit more time. It's hard to find someone off the grid.
My employer doesn't care for excuses, only results.
You gotta give me more time.
The trial has already begun.
I can get you the algorithm. I just need one more day.
The clock is ticking.
In California's Central Valley, everything is a contradiction. The shining sun gives life to rich crops, but produces a sweltering heat. The mountains are idyllic, yet trap a thick layer of smog within their confines. Here, a placid day could give way to a raging tide of crime, and the institutions of men buckle under the forces of corruption. The name is Kirk Maybourne. I'm a detective who has seen all the contradictions the Valley has to offer. Over the years, I've taken down some of its most notorious criminals, but my greatest challenge remains, making sure one stays behind bars.
You stop that monologue right there, Mayborn.
Who are you?
I'm the guy who's going to prevent you from testifying at that trial.
Oh, you're one of Valence's lackeys.
Hey, Mr. Valance is a great man. You did him dirty when you betrayed him the way you did.
Whether you like it or not, this trial's going forward.
Oh, I'm stopping this trial. I'm stopping it today, tomorrow, the next day. But not the next day, because that's the weekend, and it's important to take breaks for your mental health.
Look, can we just skip past the chit-chat and get to the part where I kick your ass?
I thought you'd never ask. This doesn't end here, Mayborn. There are others like me.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
Hey, are you still monologuing?
Today marks day one of the trial against former detective Dion Valance, who's charged with homicide. Prosecutors are anxious to start the trial, as Dion Valance has escaped custody multiple times. More on that at 11.
You're late, Mayborn.
Sorry, I ran into one of Dion's followers. What did I miss?
Well, Valance fired his attorney and is representing himself.
Miss Ravenwood, are the people ready to proceed with bringing in the prospective jurors?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the defendant?
I won't be needing a jury.
What do you mean, Mr. Valance?
I want a bench trial.
I'm not sure why you'd want to have a bench try you instead of a live human being.
He wants the judge to decide his fate? Isn't that bad for him?
Normally it is.
Are we talking wood or metal?
Your Honor, I believe he's asking for you to be the decider of fact.
I'll have to research the constitutionality. We'll take recess.
Oh, Mayborn, it's good to see you, my old friend. You were late. It's unlike you. Are you alright?
Taking out the trash took a little bit longer than expected this morning.
It'd be a shame if the star witness couldn't make his appearance.
I don't know what you're planning, Dion, but you're not going to get away with it.
Get away with something. Mayborn, please. Such baseless accusations. And to think you would jeopardize this trial with such things. After all you've sacrificed. Family, relationships, friends. Yes, it certainly would be a shame if this trial would amount to nothing.
I'm telling you, Riggs, Dion's planning something.
He's in a secure location, under constant surveillance. There's nothing to indicate that he's planning anything.
And what about the guy who attacked me?
Lone wolf, acting on his own.
At least let me go and talk to him.
Request denied. Don't even think of disobeying my orders like you did under the old chief. The shenanigans he tolerated will not fly with me.
They got results.
They got us in hot water. Do you remember the firestorm that erupted when the old chief's dirty laundry was posted on social media?
Just because a mob overreacted doesn't mean that they were right.
Public's faith in the justice system is at an all-time low. We need a win. You focus on your testimony.
Fine.
That's all. Are you sure? No one else is available? All right. I lied. You have something else to focus on.
Greetings to all our English-speaking fans. Hola to all our Spanish-speaking amigos, and konnichiwa to the Japanese, and every other permutation of greeting to every language and culture that exists. My name is Xander Cross, and I'm the founder and inspiration behind CrossTech. You may also know me as the inventor of the most essential app ever, Shadow. Now, I am excited to tell you that we have a soft launch set in various parts of the United States for our app, followed shortly in a few weeks by a global launch. Now, many people ask me, Xander, how are you planning to launch a social media app like Shadow in such a crowded marketplace? I tell them that's a great question. If Shadow were a social media app. But it's so much more than that. It's a lifestyle app. It'll do all the thinking for you. This is brilliant.
Detective Mayborn.
Come in. Xander Cross. I'm surprised they sent you here on such a trifling matter.
You might hardly call a missing persons report trifling.
I apologize. My language might seem callous, but she's only been missing for a couple of days, and I thought it was my duty as a citizen to report.
So what's going on?
Well, you see, we had an employee, a programmer by the name of Lita Noob, and she'd been missing for about a week, and we've tried to contact her multiple times, but to no avail.
You recall any strange behavior beforehand?
I can't recall it.
Does she have any friends or family?
Not that I know of.
Do you have an address on record?
She kept that information private.
Well, you're not giving me a lot to go on.
Maybe you could use that vaunted detective intuition.
Well, you had to have sent her paycheck somewhere, right?
She had direct deposit in Dogecoin. Such currency, much wealth. You really are humorless. Wow.
I prefer to take my job seriously.
And as do I. Maybe a lifestyle app might help you in your endeavor.
I wouldn't trust it.
Are you sure? You do seem like a man who could use some guidance.
Not a big fan of technology. Anyway, you know where to reach me.
Very well, detective. Take care. And with that, it seems our problems begin to solve themselves.
Oh, hello, Detective.
Hello, Miss.
Sylvia Vandross.
You wouldn't happen to be following me, would you, Miss Vandross?
No, Sylvia's fine, and of course not. I was just walking around, reading this book, really engrossed in the plots and the characters.
Right.
Okay, I might have been following you.
Okay. Why?
Well, truth be told, I am a true crime podcaster, and, actually, I really don't want to get you involved.
It's okay. Tell me. What's on your mind?
I mean, you were at the courtroom today, right? A bench trial? What is he thinking? And I heard on the police scanners, which I totally don't listen in on, by the way, that you were attacked today?
It was just a minor inconvenience.
You might think so, but strange coincidences keep piling up. Do you know what this company is really up to?
Yeah, they make some kind of social media app or something.
There's more to it than that. If only you would speak to one of my sources.
Look, Miss Vandross, I'm just here to go make a report about a disappearance. Then I have to go back and testify against Valance. That's it.
What if I told you that this disappearance has to do with Dion Valance?
She knew how to catch my attention. How was Dion Valance involved in this investigation? The theories swirled about in my mind, and my fears grew.
Hello?
Oh, you have my interest. Let's go meet this source of yours.
Miss Ravenwood, have you heard about the new app everyone's using? Shadow?
I believe it's pronounced shadow, Your Honor.
Oh, is that how you pronounce that word? Anyway, it's pretty nifty. You should check it out.
I prefer to stay off social media.
All I do is post a video of me dancing, and the dopamine rush hits me.
Yeah, that's exactly why I stay off of it.
Oh well, suit yourself.
I got your text. What do you mean you can't testify right now?
Well, following up on a lead for the trial. Some kind of janitor or something.
Sanitation specialist.
Yeah, whatever. Just stall for a couple hours.
Kirk!
Well, you have Detective Patriot there. He knows just as much about the case as I do.
I'm here to testify. I know as much as he does.
You're in the defendant's spot, bozo.
Oh, yeah.
So, a true crime podcast. How'd that get started?
My dad's the reason.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When I was younger, we used to watch true crime shows together. He loved them. Tales of right and wrong, good guys catching bad guys. He passed away a little while ago, but my interest in them never waned. Anyway, there was a whistleblower.
What, you're not coming with?
You got it.
Okay.
Hey, whoa. Sylvia said she wanted me to talk to somebody. She did not say it was going to be a cop. Okay, isn't that like some violation of the Reportocratic Oath or something?
This goes way beyond journalistic ethics at this point. There's a missing person.
Oh, I don't do with missing persons. No, I'm just here for expositional dumps, okay? And you know, for my safety and for yours, you can call me Scratchy Throat.
Okay, Joe Winston.
Shit.
Look, I'm not here to get anybody in trouble. I just want to hear about Lita.
It's okay, I didn't want to do that voice anyway. All right, so Lita, she's like the best. Okay, she's Cross's top programmer by a long shot. You've heard an app called Shadow, right?
Yeah, it's some kind of social media app.
Yeah, for influencers.
What's so special about it?
Glad you asked.
Wait, hold on. How the hell did we end up here?
Well, I'm delivering exposition in multiple locations to keep the pace of the scene moving forward. Do you not remember us walking in silence for several minutes?
No. Also, where did you get the ref uniform?
I'm the whistleblower. Keep up. Now, what Shadow is going to do is it's going to collect your personal data and generate like a personality profile in order to give you suggestions on how to live your best life. Now, fortunately for me, I'm already living my best life, so I don't need that. But for other people, what it's going to do is it's going to make suggestions on what to wear based on your physical characteristics, what to eat based on your current diet, you know, stuff like that.
So it's just suggesting stuff to you like every other app.
Yes, but also no. Like, Cross is trying to make it way bigger than just that small stuff. What he's trying to do is make it so that you don't have to think for yourself about anything.
That's ridiculous. An app can't think for you.
Well, that's where Lita comes in. She was working on this algorithm that could influence human behavior. She's doing pretty good at it too, but then she got paranoid, started talking about this trial, and then she straight up disappeared.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No, I don't. But I do know where she lived. Doesn't matter if you're off the grid, you always need somebody in the sanitation department. So, here. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna call an Uber. Hey, an Uber. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you wanna come pick me up for my next gig? Cool, thanks.
So, you see where this is going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Leah's algorithm can influence people, and she disappears right before a certain trial can be decided by a single individual?
Let me get this straight. You think that Valance is trying to go manipulate a judge into finding him not guilty using an algorithm? That's a huge stretch.
Come on, Balance has escaped before, and he's got loads of followers. You don't think they're capable of doing something like this?
All right, beginning to buy into your theory a little bit. I'll look into it. Thanks for your help.
Wait, you're throwing me off the case?
You weren't on the case in the first place.
I was on it before you were.
This isn't like recording a podcast, okay? These are dangerous people.
Fine, then as an investigative journalist, I shall go there independently from you. It's not a crime to do that, is it?
Guess not. All right, come on.
So they're on their way.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are you sure it's okay to tell them all that stuff?
Their knowledge will die with them.
Okay.
Now, as for our other problem.
The people's next witness.
You have testified before, right?
Hundreds of times.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. The people would like to call Detective Patriot to the stand. Could you please state your name for the record?
Can I read my report?
You need to read the report for your name.
Yeah.
With the court's permission.
Go ahead.
Dion Valance.
No, that's a defendant's name. What's your name?
Judge.
Are you just describing what's in front of you?
Prosecutor.
Do you have an update?
All right, you stay here.
You said I could tag
I
along.
didn't say how far. First sign of trouble, I want you to get out of here, okay?
Okay.
Lita?
this is Lita Noob. First day of trials for Shadow. I can't believe it. So, let's see how this algorithm fares in action. So, you just plug in your preferences and...
This is Shadow. Let us do the thinking for you.
Oh, that voice is a new feature. Okay, so let's check this out. 15th day of trials. What a change, right? I've been following Shadow suggestions every day, and I really like the new me that's come out of it. It's kind of subtle, but I really just let it do all of the thinking for me. I wonder what more will change if I keep using it.
Where is the girl?
Yeah, it won't be long now.
Hey, I heard gunshots. What happened?
Someone just attacked me inside Lita's cabin. I think he's searching for her. We need to get out of here.
Wait, you're bleeding.
It's nothing.
No, hang on. I think there's bandages in the car. I'll be right back.
I've been trying to reach you for an hour. Why aren't you in the courtroom?
Riggs, I've been looking into that missing person. I know this sounds crazy, but I think it has something to do with Dion Valance.
Didn't I tell you to drop that nonsense?
Wait, hear me out.
No, you follow my orders.
Riggs, wait. I think I'm losing you. Oh no.
He's gone rogue. Every movie he goes rogue.
Hey, I found a Band-Aid.
It's really not that big of a deal.
Let me see your hand.
Fine.
You know, even the smallest cut can lead a lasting wound if left untreated. So, where to next?
Well, first we gotta get this laptop. Wait, why am I even telling you this? This got me way too dangerous. I'm taking you off the investigation.
You can't do that.
Okay. Too invested. This goes way beyond a podcast, doesn't it?
When my father died, it was a hit and run. The other driver was never found.
Okay. But what does it have to do with this case?
I can't stand the thought of someone getting away with it. I mean, can you?
No, not really.
Okay, so where are we going next?
Well, given what this algorithm is capable of, I don't know who to trust. Not Riggs or the rest of the police department. There is somebody, though, I would turn to in times like these. He's a little eccentric, but he always comes through in the clutch. Come on.
Kirk.
Hey, Chief.
You know I'm retired, right?
Yeah, but we could use your help anyway.
Make yourselves at home.
You said a bit eccentric.
Yeah?
He's wearing a full-on beard. It's my favorite drink.
Chief, this is Sylvia. Sylvia, Chief.
Pleasure. So, what's going on?
Well, it's a bit of a long story.
I really must hand it to you. Putting me in the detective's path was quite the double cross.
I wasn't trying to get you killed, I swear.
Then explain.
We need the algorithm, right? I thought it'd be better to have two minds on it than one.
What do you envision?
Now that he knows you're involved, the detective is going to be more motivated than ever. Let him finish his investigation. and he'll bring the algorithm right to us.
So let me get this straight. You think Valance is using an app to try to convince a judge into finding him not guilty?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's such bullshit. But I believe it.
Really?
Yeah, you know what happens in this town. It's the most plausible dumb conspiracy I've heard of so far.
Yeah, it's better than the homeless ninja cabal that runs the criminal underworld.
Yeah, and the terrorist TV networks try to blow up the whole town.
Good times.
Yeah, I'm not following any of this.
The point is, the chief and I have helped save the city many times.
And how were we thanked for it?
Well, you never were. They made you step down.
What happened?
Someone posted something about my dirty laundry online. It went viral and people turned against me. They forced me to resign. Never really forgave them for that.
They may not realize it, but this city needs you now.
Kirk, police work is a young man's game, and I'm too old for this.
You're like 30-something.
Sold.
All right, look, I understand, but can you help me with one thing at least?
What's that?
Fix a laptop.
Now that you've read the entirety of the 250-page report, where did this incident take place?
Kernville, I believe.
And is that in Kern County?
I need a map.
Is Kernville in Kern County? Can the court take judicial notice of the fact that Kernville is in Kern County?
Nice try, Miss Ravenwood. But I know a trick question when I see one.
It's not a trick!
How about we take a recess?
Are you sure this is gonna work? This thing looks fried.
Computers are like magic. Just slap a couple keys and voila.
Day 21 of the experiment. I'm noticing some detrimental effects due to constant app usage, but Xander keeps pressing on, wanting the algorithm to make bigger and bigger decisions. I'm not sure if delegating such things to an amoral big tech company is the right call, but what the heck? Wish me luck. Oh, and if I should happen to disappear for whatever reason, you can track me through the GPS in the link below.
Looks like she's outside the city limits. In the middle of nowhere.
I'll meet you at the car.
You sure you don't want any part of this?
They took my badge and my gun. Useless.
Not to me, you aren't.
Just can't do it anymore, Kirk. Don't have faith in the system.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
What? I'm not being a coward.
So, Kirk,
Yeah?
when we were talking earlier, back at Lita's place, you were asking me why I was so invested in all this.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What makes you so invested?
In Balance's case?
In everything. I mean, why endure the stress day in and day out?
It's because it's what I was meant to do.
But doesn't it get to you sometimes? I mean, the constant setbacks, the ones that get away?
In my darkest moments, it gets to me. Some days it feels like I'm in an endless loop.
I wish there was something we could do about that.
But how? You can't force people to do what you want.
Lita?
Who's there?
I'm looking for you.
You? The lizard people? Who want to control world?
No, we're here to help you.
What happened to her?
Too much social media.
Here, take algorithm. Leave Lita alone.
Lita, wait!
Maybe she's living her best life. Let's just go. We got what we came for.
Right. Well, got the algorithm. Guess it's over now.
Yeah, that was easier than I expected.
The trail ends here, Detective. Now hand over the algorithm.
Oh, you mean this? You're not gonna get it.
Do you really believe you're in a position of strength? You walked right into my employer's trap.
How do you think this is gonna play out? Everybody knows you're trying to manipulate the system. The verdict isn't gonna stand. When I start shooting, run.
I'm sorry, Kirk.
I thought something was up right from the start. Are you working for him?
You wouldn't understand.
You fell for it. You thought I was working for Valance, never considering the possibility that Vandross was the one who set this scheme into motion. All so she could get her hands on the algorithm.
Hello?
Hey, it's me. I have the algorithm.
Even Cross is under her thumb.
So what's your stake in this?
Vandross paid me a substantial sum to detain you, but I have other plans. I want to be known as the man who killed the fabled Kirk Maybourne.
You might think you're a badass in your dime store mall ninja getup, but you're just a loser cosplaying one.
Give me a little credit here. Mayborn. You think this is over?
So, a true crime podcast. How'd that get started?
My dad's the reason. When my father died, it was a hit and run. I can't stand the thought of someone getting away with it. I mean, can you? Doesn't it get to you sometimes? I mean, the constant setbacks, the ones that get away? I wish there was something we could do about that.
First sign of trouble, I want you to get out of here, okay?
Okay.
Need a lift?
Good timing.
I'm sending the algorithm over now.
Well, thanks for coming out of retirement for me.
Well, couldn't really relax if you were dead.
So you suspected her too?
Yeah, took about 5 minutes of screen time to realize something was wrong with her. So I did a little bit of background research into her.
And? What'd you find?
Her father, Arthur Vandross, was in Vice, and guess who he was investigating?
Dion Valance. So I guess Dion caught up to him, put an end to it?
Well, that's what we suspect, but evidence was all circumstantial. DA wouldn't go for it.
Now Sylvia's taking matters into her own hands. She has the algorithm, you know.
Does it work?
Can't risk finding out. I'm gonna give Alexis a call. I'm not getting anything.
It's body cell coverage. The worst plot contrivance.
Yeah, I know. All right, come on, let's go.
I've heard enough from both parties at this point.
Your Honor, you need to stop this trial right now.
What is going on?
We have reason to believe that someone's trying to manipulate the outcome of this trial.
What do you mean?
It's through an app on your phone. It can change and alter your decision making. How much have you been on Shadow today?
Only a few minutes at most. At regular intervals. Throughout the trial.
Did it go or be at work?
Do you really think a judge could be so feeble-minded?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But for what purpose?
To get you to find him guilty.
Wait, guilty?
It's a long story.
Very interesting. I wonder who would try to jeopardize this trial.
Where's this person now?
Well, I thought she would be here. But maybe that's what she suspected we would do.
Because she knows that you would come here instead.
I'm busy. Who are you?
That's funny. You never cared who I was. Or my father either. Justice will be served. Now tell me where Dion is.
This is Shadow. Let us do the thinking for you.
She's coming for him.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to Dion's location.
I'm going to Crosstech.
By yourselves?
Well, we don't know what the algorithm's capable of, or what Sylvia's got herself into. We need to go and fix this ourselves, because we created this mess.
Kirk, I saw an app on your phone that can track who's using the algorithm. What are you going to do when you find her?
I have to thank you. You helped me get my plan back on track after losing Lita the first time.
Has the problem been taken care of?
I would like to speak to the manager. Well, I guess you haven't heard what I can do with dirty laundry.
Why are you defending him, Kirk? He's a criminal. The world would be better off without him.
It might be. We have to do this the right way, through a court of law.
Oh, Mayborn, this trial's a sham. I'll never be convicted. You both have ensured that. Thank you.
For once, you're right, Dion. We created this situation because we were afraid of you. That was the worst thing we could do, because the moment you stop believing in the system, it stops working.
So poetic. However, the trial is over. I will be set free. The only way to avenge your father is to kill him. Right here, right now.
I agree. You deserve to die. That's why you're going to be the one to do it.
I won't.
You swore an oath to serve and protect, didn't you?
Not through an execution.
If you won't uphold your oath, I'll force you to.
This is Shadow. Let us do the thinking for you. Kill. Dion. Valance.
No.
How dare you barge into my business? Who do you think you are?
I'm just a concerned citizen. You're under arrest.
What crime have I committed?
Conspiracy to interfere with a judicial proceeding. Now turn off your brainwashing app.
Brainwashing app? Oh, dear Chiefy. You fell for it. You all fell for it.
What? Why didn't this work?
It's like everything else. It doesn't work if we don't believe in it. And I don't.
What do you mean?
We give things power. Social media, institutions, the oaths we make. Put your faith in the right things and end this.
You've come so far, Vandross. Don't give up now. Your old life is dead. You must keep moving forward. I'm responsible for your father's death. But you can end it. You can carry on my legacy.
Dion wants you to destroy the system. Do you really want to fulfill the wishes of your father's killer?
I don't care if it's what he wants. He needs to pay.
You pull that trigger, you betray everything that your father believed in. You might as well have killed him yourself. Let it go.
An app that can control people? Are you kidding me? That's all just marketing fluff. Social media derives its true power is from people's willingness to let it control them.
What about the algorithm?
For sure, Lita was working on some social engineering, but it went nowhere. People are far too complex to control with just lines of code. But our research, it did yield some results. See, it's fear, paranoia. Playing on that with people, that's where we can derive our real control.
I've seen videos of Shadow changing people.
Did you? I had Lita working on a placebo. You see, it was her own feeble mind allowing it to change her. It was her belief that it could that changed her. In other words, Chiefy, I've done nothing wrong.
We found this phone on an assassin's body. Interesting that he has your number.
What a coincidence it could be. Who knows? Who's to say how that got on there?
That man dead.
Who are you?
We're here to tie up some loose ends for Cross.
You alright?
I'm fine. It just nicked me.
Yeah, well, even the smallest cut can leave a lasting wound.
I know.
Dion got away.
Get him. I'll be here.
Dion!
You're a fool, Kirk! You let me out! You'll never be rid of me now!
Do it, Mayborn. Come on, you don't have the guts to kill me. I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah. Behind bars. I knew you couldn't stay in one place.
It's time for us both to face justice.
Six months have passed. We retried the case, and this time we did it the right way, without fear or doubt or paranoia governing our actions. My job remains the same: put the bad guys behind bars. But my outlook is different now.
This concludes the evidentiary portion of the trial. I will be taking up another matter before I render my verdict.
Well, we did all that we could. Now it's in the judge's hands.
Kirk, wait! Thank you for keeping my father's ideals alive.
Someone once told me that even the smallest cut can leave a lasting wound if left untreated. So it goes for our faith in institutions. Each time we doubt the system because we fear the outcome, we weaken it. And each time we try to gain the system to play according to our rules, we end up the ones played. Whatever the outcome is today, I approach the future with a new sense of hope.
I've considered all of the evidence before me. I have not come to this conclusion lightly.
Wounds can heal, and so can our trust, both in the system and in each other.
I find the defendant.
I believe that, beyond the shadow of a doubt.